Hello, dear friends. Happy Monday to you. It's a beautiful day. We're out here on the porch. Haven't been out here in a while, but we're enjoying the beautiful weather, and I thought I would tell you a story. You remember the story in the Bible about Bartimaeus, the blind guy? It's in Mark chapter 10. I think it's verse 46 to 52. I might need to check that. But Bartimaeus heard that Jesus was coming, and Jesus was there walking with a bunch of people that were following him, and Bartimaeus couldn't see. But he heard that Jesus was there, and he started calling out, making kind of a fuss. They were telling him to be quiet, and he got louder and louder. He wouldn't be quiet because he heard Jesus was coming. Jesus heard about it, and he told them, "Tell him to come to me." So he threw off his cloak and went to Jesus. Now that was kind of cool. Pastor talked about this yesterday, and he said when he threw off his cloak, that was pretty much all he had. It's like for the grandparents when the grandkids come and you just drop everything and run. Nothing matters more at that moment than being with your grandkids. And that's how Bartimaeus felt. Nothing was as important. He threw off his cloak and ran to Jesus. And then Jesus asked him a question, which I found kind of curious. You would think the answer was obvious. But the question Jesus asked Bartimaeus was, "What would you have me do for you?" Now, wouldn't you think Jesus would know that Bartimaeus would want to see? That really troubled me yesterday because the pastor asked us how we would answer that question if Jesus asked us, "What would you have me do for you?" And I felt conflicted. I had so many things that I pray about, so many things that I'm concerned about. What was the one thing? I could almost cry because I felt kind of guilty because I didn't know the one thing that was the most important one. So many things I was concerned about, so many things I wanted to ask. But what's the one thing? I couldn't remember what Bartimaeus had said, so I looked it up. And Bartimaeus' answer was that he wanted to see Jesus. He didn't say he wanted to see. He wanted to see Jesus. Then it all came to me. It was pretty clear then. That's the one thing. That's the one thing. Because when we can see clearly, when we can see Jesus clearly, everything else will work out. Everything else will be okay. Open my eyes, Lord. I want to see Jesus, to reach out and touch him and tell him I love him. So what would you have Him do for you? Think about it. What's the most important thing? We have a lot of things that we're worried about, concerned about, praying about. What's the one thing that's most important? I think I got it. I think I understood it. It makes my heart break just to think about it. My heart broke when I didn't know the answer, and then I felt like God showed me the answer. And it really touched my heart. You be blessed today. I'll talk to you later.